Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. It's 9 a.m., which means it's time for our mindful moment. I am Dr. Jonathan Zenz. I am the senior minister here at Unity of Tucson. And Unity of Tucson is an inclusive and loving spiritual center right here in Tucson, Arizona. And we are here to encourage people to find their personal purpose, develop a spiritual path, and find what is true and resonant in their heart for them, the level of spirituality. And so that's what we do here. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment and let me know that you are here. Just reach out and say hello. And I, of course, do want to offer this reminder to say you are love, you are light, you are life, you are magnificent. And I am so grateful that you shine your light and share your magnificence. Keep doing that. So I do the mindful moment every weekday as a way of being accountable to my own spiritual practice and to be consistent in my own spiritual practice, because what I have found is that a consistency in my spiritual practice has enhanced the quality of my life. And so that is what I choose to do, to keep enhancing the quality of my life through practice. So today's practice is going to be rooted in me first acknowledging my gratitude that you and I and all of us, we are all connected. We are all connected in consciousness. We are demonstrating our lives in individualized fashions, but we are all, each and every one of us, connected. And what a blessing that is. And I say that because I think it would be kind of lonely if we were not connected in consciousness. And there's a reason why. So I, of course, am teaching the book by Thomas Troward called The Creative Process in the Individual. And here is something that he has to offer. He says, if each individual mind were an entirely separate center of perception, not linked to all other minds by a common ground of underlying mentality, independent of all individual action, then no two persons would see the same thing at the same time. In fact, no two individuals would be conscious of living in the same world. So that may be a leap for some people, but it actually makes me feel really, really good and really comforted to know that I'm not in this thing called life alone, that we are, each and every one of us, individualizations of a wholeness, and knowing that we are all rooted in that same wholeness is actually a path towards working together, cooperating, that we don't need to be in competition with each other. You know, I see a lot of competition all around me in so many ways. We're in a society and in a culture that really relishes in and promotes competition. I mean, the very notion of a society where, you know, you have to make the most money, you have to make the most money, you have to, you know, have the right car, you have to have all of these things. It's putting us in a mindset of competition with one another. And I think that we might be better off if we were all living in cooperation with one another. And so that's what I endeavor to do every single day of my existence, is to find the ways in which we can work together so that we can all be enhancing the quality of our lives for ourselves and also supporting the enhancement of the quality of life for every single person. So that is something to consider today. In what way might you let go of perhaps a tacit, an underlying sense of competition? Is there, you know, look at the aspects of your life. One of the things that I know, so I was driving, it's always driving, isn't it? I was driving to an appointment on, I think, Saturday. Anyway, it could be any number of days, doesn't matter what the day was. I was driving somewhere on Saturday, and you know, I'm going with the flow of traffic in my 2-lane road. I was driving south on Craycroft, and I was in the flow of traffic. It was a 2-lane road, and this person was behind me, like switching lanes, back and forth, switching lanes. And then I could see when they were behind me at one point, they had their hands on the steering wheel, and, you know, they looked so frustrated. This went, oh, like they couldn't get past. And so they were making that experience a competitive experience. So it may be little things like that we still engage in the sense of competition around. So where might we be engaged in a tacit sense of competition? And can we turn that into cooperation? You know, if we were all willing to go with the flow, we were all going to reach our destination. And that's the way that that works. The irony always for me is that even if that person had gotten past the traffic that was all going at the same flow, probably would have all reached the red light at the same time. That's often what I see happens. So anyway, let's engage in the practice of prayer in support of this idea of infinite cooperation among all of God's expression, which is us. I'm going to invite us all to relax right where we are. Simply, easefully relax into this pure, perfect moment. If it's safe and comfortable, feel free to close your eyes. As I always say, I choose to close my eyes, as it is an opportunity for me to turn the attention to my inner life. The inner life, which I recognize is the connection point to and as the infinite. For my inner life is the life of the infinite flowing forth into expression as me. And that inner life is transforming itself into everything in the world of circumstance, everything in the world of experience. And so I know and hold firm in this faith that if I would like to change something in the world of experience, the place to focus is within. And so as I am focused within, I open up to a greater realization in this moment and an acknowledgement that there is only one infinite power and presence. There is only one source. There is only one consciousness. There is only one universal mind. There is God and nothing else. There is love, a beautiful synonym for God. There is love and nothing else. And everything that exists is the construct, the outflow of love. For the nature of love is that it is always flowing forth into expression. And what a magnificent understanding this is. I hold firm and resolved that as this is my identity and the identity of each and every one of us, that we are the presence and the power of love. That there is an easeful connectedness that flows forth in my experience, always. An easeful connectedness that is an invitation into cooperation to enhance the quality of the lives of each and every one of us. And I know it begins right where I am. Through the practice of life enhancement in myself, I am open to the practice of life enhancement for all people. And so I choose to be in cooperation. I choose to be supportive. I choose to be loving. I choose to be kind. I choose to be in the flow, right along with each and every one of us. And I know that as we are in the flow together, that the destination is assured. And the next destination is assured. And the next destination is assured. For there is no final destination. There is only the forward momentum and unfolding of destination after destination. And so with gratitude and appreciation overflowing from within, I welcome the experience as I have spoken it. I welcome what flows forth from this frame of mind, from this conscious awareness. I welcome it, and I am deeply grateful for it. And I let it be so, and affirm it by saying, and so it is. Amen. And so it is. Well, always a delight to share this time with you. I will be back for another few minutes for another mindful moment tomorrow at 9 a.m. right here on Facebook, YouTube, on our website, wherever you are watching from. I will be here. And again, I want to, of course, let you know and remind you that there is that Soul Flow is happening tomorrow night. It happens the third Wednesday of every month. Soul Flow, guided by Oscar Rodriguez. And Sherry Hoffman is an opportunity to join together for gentle yoga and also for some freeform dance. And that physical expression of spirit is a way that we can celebrate and engage in the practice of spirituality. So encourage you all to join for that. It's right here at Unity of Tucson at 6 p.m. tomorrow night, the 17th of April, Wednesday the 17th. Tomorrow actually is the anniversary of my departure to head to Europe last year when I was on my sabbatical. I flew on the 17th to Paris and started my journey. Saturday is actually the anniversary of me beginning to walk the Camino de Santiago. And I'm looking forward to starting to see all the memories of that unfold. Anyway, that's it. Peace and blessings to you. I will see you all tomorrow. Make your day magnificent. And remember, you are magnificent. And it's not because of anything you do. It is simply the core of your being. And I hold firm in my faith that your beingness is a blessing. Bye, everybody.